sister quoted the scripture, John 3:16.
John 3:16?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that God loves everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. What nation you from, sis? What is your ethnicity?
My mom is Trinidadian.
Okay, so your mom is German and dad is Trinidadian, right? So you would be known from the tribe of Benjamin. Okay? Mommy's heritage doesn't count
Why?
because she's a woman.
But
And because the man bears the seed. Okay? So the man bears the seed. Not that your mother's DNA, your mother's characteristics and things are in your body, physically. When it comes time for the family tree is only built on the man's seed. Okay? I'm going to show you that before we move on. Give me Book of Numbers, chapter 1. Watch this.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
You see that? They declare their pedigree after the house of their fathers. So your dad, he's from Trinidad, he's from the tribe of Benjamin. That's your tribe. You're our people. We don't care how white your mom is. There's many brothers in the body with white moms. They had to go deal with it however they got to go deal with it. My mom's is white. She is not part of this number. She's just not. But why is that a big deal? Some of our mothers who are Israelites, they don't believe this truth anyway, so they're getting put to death. So your mom's getting put to death because she's Esau. I'm just telling you, sis, and I want you to bear with me. I don't want you to get angry with me right now. Save it for later. Okay? Your mom is from the tribe of Esau. She has no part in this whatsoever. None. Okay? My mom, who does not believe in this truth, doesn't keep any commandments, she's going to go the way of death because she doesn't adhere to what the Lord is saying. So what's the difference? So we need to get our minds right and not get emotional. Now, let's deal with John 3:16 because your mom is of another nation, you're now saying, hey, this sounds too rough. My mom is not included in any of this, but she's not. And the Lord didn't want your moms to be included, nor any other nation. Watch this, John 3:16.
The book of John, chapter
Don't run after that pork, brother. Come on.
Chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son.
Right. So God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. Come on.
That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Okay. So what does that mean?
meaning that whoever follows his laws and whoever believes in him and does good and whatever we're supposed to do, we will go to him at the end of Judgment Day. On Judgment Day, he will judge us according to our lives, according to the way we lived, according to how kind we was, how evil we was, and all that. And that's when we get his blessing.
Okay. It might sound like that, but here's the question: what does John the 3rd chapter actually talk about? What is it actually talking about? Because remember, we're going to 16. What does verse 1 say? What does verse 2, 3? What does all that mean? Right? We can't have the end without the beginning. Right? So everything has to be in context. So what I like to do is just to go 2 verses up. Just go 2 up. Give me 14.
Verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
So now let me ask you a question. Do you know the history of what was just read? As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. What does that mean?
That God should be lifted up, like he should be praised.
What is it talking about the serpent though?
I'm not understanding.
You see that? Because sis, we always have to go to the precepts. In the New Testament, in the whole Bible, precept must be upon precept, meaning each part has to define itself. That's how we get the understanding. What we do in the Christian church is we read something and then we say, it means this to me. That's no good. Now we're going to get you to understanding on what Christ is actually talking about. Give me that thing in Numbers. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Watch this, sis.
The book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 6.
Come on.
And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people.
And the Lord sent fiery serpents, meaning fierce serpents, killer serpents, right? Come on.
Among the people. And they bit the people. And much people of Israel died.
You see that? Those snakes bit those people, and much people of Israel died. Now it made sure to be clear on the Israel part because there were other nationalities with the Israelites when they were escaping out of Egypt. So they made sure to let you know that only the Israelites were getting bit and died. You understand that part? Okay, I just want to make sure you stick with it. Come on.
Therefore, the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned.
Oh, we have sinned. We just read in Psalms 147 that only the Israelites were given the laws. Only Israel was capable of sinning. Do you understand that? As far as these commandments are concerned. The other nations didn't come and say, hey, listen, we sinned. Because they wasn't getting bit. It was the Israelites who were getting bit. So they said, we have sinned. Read.
For we have spoken against the Lord.
We have spoken against God. How did they speak against him? They weren't keeping the commandments. They were complaining. Oh, why I got to eat the manna? Why I got to do this? That? It was always something. Read.
And against thee, pray unto the Lord, that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people.
Okay.
And the Lord said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent.
Make thee a fiery serpent. Okay, come on.
And set it upon a pole.
And set it upon a pole. So he was making something out of material, brass, right? Come on.
And it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live.
Oh, everyone that is bitten. What people were bitten? Israel. And it said that when they look upon this pole, this staff, they're going to be saved, correct? Right. And who are those people? Israel. Good. Come on.
And Moses made a serpent of brass and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived.
He lived. Right? Now, go back to John chapter 3 and verse 14.
John chapter 3 verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
Now, as Moses lifted up that serpent in the wilderness to do what? To have who look upon it? Who had to look at the serpent? Israel. The Israelites. Remember that. Don't lose track.
So what?
Hold on. No. We coming, sis. Stick with me. Stick with me. We went from one part to the next. I need you to stay with us. Now the staff was raised on that staff to be saved. Now we back in John 3:14, and Christ is saying, just as that happened, the Son of Man must be lifted up. Come on.
Even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
Come on.
That whosoever believeth in him,
whosoever. Who's the whosoever?
But whosoever is anybody.
No.
It's just not It's just not one person, one tribe. For whosoever, he's who. Wait, I'll let you speak. Let me ask you the question.
Go ahead.
He's whoever. That man right there is whoever. I'm whoever. He's whoever. So whoever it is, no matter what, anybody can worship him and to ask for forgiveness, and he'll save them.
Okay. Again, that is very Christian of you, and it is a redeemable quality to a certain extent. Right now, we're dealing with the scriptures. Christ said, just like the serpent was raised up in the wilderness, so must I be raised up. For who? The Israelites. Because that's the topic. The topic is Israel. It's not everybody. Now, when you say whosoever, we're going to prove to you what whosoever means. Come on.
The book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 21.
Watch this.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord.
Stop. And it shall come to pass that whosoever, anyone who calls on the name of the Lord, that's what you said, right? Read on.
Shall be saved.
Come on.
Ye men of Israel.
What?
Ye men of Israel.
So the whosoever is who?
Ye men of Israel.
That's what it's talking about, sis. Read on.
Hear these words.
That's what it means, sis. Give me the one in Joel. You understand that, sis?
I'm like, I get it, but I'm trying to figure it out,
Sis.
Because God was born back in there in that country in Israel in Nazareth and all there. Those were his called peoples because that's where he was at. But whosoever, right? Because that's where he was. So you're saying he wasn't there for me?
No, he's there for you. No, sis. The problem is you relate more to your mom than your dad.
So what about my children?
I just told you, you're an Israelite. I don't know who's your children's father. Is he a white man? You don't know? No. Okay.
Excuse me, no.
So where is he from? I mean, what's his background?
His mother's Haitian, and I think his father is from St. Croix.
Okay, so again, he's another Benjamite. He's from the tribe of Benjamin. Your children are from the tribe of Benjamin. They're Israelites. Okay? Your mom has nothing to do with this. Your kids can be saved. You can be saved. And your children's father. Read what you got. Whosoever.
The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord.
Oh, you heard the same exact thing spoken in Acts. You know why? Because the New Testament is quoting the Old Testament. You have to understand that. You can't run around here with the little green book. I'm just starting from Matthew and reading. No. You must have the Old. That's how you get the understanding. Come on.
That whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion,
whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be delivered, shall be saved, because
for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance.
What does that mean, sister? What is Mount Zion? Is that everybody?
No, it's not. But
there's no but, sis. This is the reality of the Bible. This is the Lord's words. We can't go against it.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.